Welcome back to the ID Machine. You're watching the Sly Guy, Kaboom, Kaboom, and Super Kaboom, oh yeah! Whoops. Nope. Kaboom, oh yeah! Kaboom, oh yeah! Here we go! Here we go! It's a time, it's a crime. It's an ending time. These are the Titans of Theros. These are the Titans we know. These are the Titans of Theros, Part 1, and now here we go. I have offended you again, so I guess this is the end. Because everybody knows you're such a snowflake and you're just quite upset at every single thing we said. Everybody knows it's all just in your head, wasted, feeling, going, speaking. You know why you've crossed the line when I said that you were mine. Going, skiing, no hard feelings. Since you will not be my girl, this is the end of my own world. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of AD Machine. Sly Guy. So right now, in our Part 1 episode of the Titans of Theros, or Attack on Titan, we look at a deck which uses the Titans very, very well. Now, this guy is absolutely insane in a discard deck. Kroxaaaa, Titan of Death's Hunger. This guy costs 1 red and 1 black, and you can force your opponent to discard 1 card. Later on, for 2 black and 2 red, you can exile 5 cards in your graveyard, and you get a 6/6 creature for 4 mana. Holy smokes, that forces your opponent to discard the card when he comes into turn, forces your opponent to discard the card when he attacks. Good God, this guy pales in comparison to guys like Hypnotic Spectre. Speaking of Hypnotic Spectre, yes, the deck uses 4 of them. Dark Ritual, first turn hippie, is very, very powerful. Now, especially in old school, but this is Legacy. So, we're actually playing a budget Legacy deck right now with the hippie. Next up, Lightning Skidoodle. Haste, the 6/1 trample. When he damages your opponent discards 2 cards. This card was never this good when you can pressure your opponent into giving up the best of their cards. Blazing Spectre has haste, he has flying, he's a 2/2, and he's absolutely devastating when you use it against your opponent. Of course. Now, what I don't have here is Thoughtseize, because the deck already uses a ton of fetch lands. So, we already have a bunch of fetch lands. And where are the fetch lands? They're somewhere here. Yeah, so you already have a bunch of shock lands and fetch lands. You have your Blood Crypts, which deal 2 damage. You have your Bloodstained Mire, which deals 1 damage. So, Thoughtseize would just put more pressure on your life total, which is why I have him to Torak, one of the best discard spells ever. Discard 2 cards at random. Watch your opponent squirm and cringe. Now, this deck doesn't actually use any Planeswalkers, but in case we have nasty opponents that decide to use Planeswalkers, we have a Dreadbore to get rid of those nasty Planeswalkers. Oh yes, and destroy creatures as well. And of course, rounding up the elimination, we have Terminate right here. And to wipe the board clean in case they have those weenie creatures, we have Damnation, the Black Wrath of God. Oh yes. So, once again, this is the ID Machine with the Sly Guy. Stay tuned for Part 2 of the Titans of Theros. Have a wonderful day.